Morning students of class 10, you are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let us continue our lesson in geography. We are doing manufacturing industries. So manufacturing means to process the raw material into finished product. So far we have learned that the manufacturing industries will produce goods from the raw materials. Value added goods are produced so that people of the country can have more goods of various qualities. Not only that, they can export, the country can earn foreign exchange. In this way the country will become economically strong. So manufacturing is a secondary sector. Here the industries process raw material, and in our previous class we have learned that manufacturing industries may be large scale, small scale, or even cottage industries. People manufacture goods in the rural areas or in the villages, such as toy making, potteries, handicrafts. These are cottage industries, but still they manufacture goods for the market. So in this way they can earn income. So this will help to increase their living standard. So now here, importance of manufacturing. Why manufacturing is so important? Listen carefully. There are altogether 6 points altogether, and these are the importance of manufacturing. You can remember them one by one. Let's go through one by one. Manufacturing not only helps in modernizing the agriculture. In our previous class we have already learned that industry and agriculture go hand in hand. The industries will supply tools and the agriculture or farming will supply raw material to the industries. So they go hand in hand. So ultimately they will benefit each other from this. Manufacturing not only helps in modernizing the agriculture by supplying modern tools, implements, which is the backbone of a country. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. We have already learned in our previous chapter. So it is the backbone of our country. So most of the Indian farmers, they work in fields. So they will supply food grains to the people of our country as well as the world. And they earn profit, they earn money through this, and it is a backbone of our country. And nobody can work in an empty stomach. We need food every day, and for that we need to grow food crops. And we have already learned in our previous chapter that in order to grow more food from a limited area of land, we need to adopt modern agricultural methods, systems and technology. So we have already learned that. And we know agriculture is the backbone of a country. It will help to increase the economic condition of our country. Now here number 2, they also help. They means the industries. Industries also help in the reduction of dependence of people on agriculture. If more industries are set up, naturally people go to work in the industries. Otherwise, ultimately they have to go to work in the agricultural land. We have already learned about this disguised unemployment. So they have to work in agricultural land if there are no industries. So naturally, some of the people, they can go to work in the industries. This will provide them job, income by providing jobs. Naturally, the elder member of the family, they will work in the farm, but the younger member of the family, after getting education, they will go to work. Mostly they used to work in the offices, banks and other sectors, but some of them, they go to work in the industries. The industries will provide income and jobs. So there will be less dependence on farm. So number 3, industrial development is a precondition. Precondition meaning it is an index. It is a condition situation required for removal of unemployment and poverty. All the people cannot depend on agricultural land or farming. They need to work somewhere else in order to add income to their family. So if industries are set up, So naturally it will provide a job. It will remove unemployment and poverty. It is a precondition for the removal of unemployment and poverty. If the country wants to remove poverty and unemployment, more and more industries have to be set up so that people will get jobs. Millions of people, workers, factory workers work in industries at present. Number 4, this was the main idea behind public sector industries. Public sector, you know that is government industries. Industries run by government, they are called public sector. So, the main idea behind setting up of industries by the government is to provide employment, to remove unemployment and poverty. Whereas in the private sector, it is for the job, it is for the profit making. But in the public sector or in the public sector, the main idea of the government is to provide employment, not a profit motive. It is to generate employment. So that's why this was the main idea behind the public sector or a government run industries. Most of the government jobs actually is, their motive is to provide employment to the people. But this will not happen, or this will not be the same with the public sector, private sector. Private sector is a profit motive, so you know that. Number 5, this will also bring down regional disparities. Disparities means inequalities. So in our country, many people live in rural areas and villages, and they live in towns and cities. So there are disparities. The people living in the town and cities, they have more opportunities, but the people living in the villages or backward areas or tribal areas, they have less opportunities. So naturally, most of the government industries are run by government. These industries are set up in such an area, that the backward people or the tribal people also get the benefit of that industries, or they will get the job. So this will also bring down regional, that means various regions, regional disparities. In some areas people are much backward, they do not have the jobs, they are very poor compared to the cities and towns. So regional disparities by setting up industries in tribal and backward areas. So the main idea of a government run industry is to provide employment, especially to the poor and the backwards and the tribals. So now that is number 5. And number 6, export of manufactured goods. So after manufacturing goods, we cannot consume all the goods by ourselves. It will not bring profit. So we need to export to other countries so that we'll earn money. The country can earn foreign exchange. Foreign exchange means foreign currency. So export of manufactured goods will expand trade. After manufacturing, the goods require market, and to purchase and sell, we require traders. So export of manufactured goods will expand trade and commerce and bring in much needed foreign exchange, because the country needs foreign exchange in order to purchase technology, in order to purchase machineries. We have to pay them in their own currency, and we must have foreign exchange. And for that we need to grow more, produce more in our industries, so that we can export and earn foreign exchange, foreign currency, so that we will have a reserve. If we want to purchase something from other countries, we can pay in their own currency. That is called much needed foreign currency exchange. So this requires modernizing of industries. So for that we need to modernize industries so that we can produce more quality goods in large amounts, so that we can export to other countries. We must compete in the world market, and for that the industries have to be modernized. So in this way our country is developing. The government is taking much initiative, much interest in developing the industries, modernizing industries, so that we can compete in the world market. So the goods in the world market have to be high quality, otherwise you cannot compete. You cannot sell your products in the world market if your goods are of poor quality. So for that, industries have to modernize, and more industries have to be set up so that the people in India or the unemployed people could get the jobs. So in this way, these are the importance of manufacturing. So that's all for today. In our next class, we'll continue some other thing. So that's all for today. So thank you for your presence and for your attention. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. So that's all for today. Only thing, you go to the online portal every day so that you will not miss anything. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.